Hi, I'm Austin Rosenbaum. I'm a Zpryme research analyst, and we're here in Austin, Texas at ETS 2017. I'm joined by Howard Self with ABB. Howard, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about what you're seeing at ETS and sort of how does that tie into what you're doing at ABB, and where does this all where does it meet?
Well, this is my first time at ETS. Thought leadership. ABB is all about thought leadership, and being a industry innovator, we think in a lot of different things. We're very concerned about technology, innovation, sustainability, and all different types of things. We've seen a lot of diversity at this meeting, a lot of different innovative thoughts from a lot of different aspects. We've got influence from Silicon Valley and other aspects where we used to be just a utility group of engineers.
Right.
Now we've got a lot of different people with a lot of different thoughts bringing things in. Ways of looking at things, design, tools, aspects of it, even the emotional and cultural aspects of what power means to people and how things are being done. So I think we're having to look at it, in the entire industry in a whole different fashion now. So
what are some of the challenges that presents, and what are some of the solutions that either you're working on at ABB or you think maybe should be really taken by utilities?
Some of the challenges are just facts that technology is intergenerational nowadays, where it used to be a generation between changes in technology, and now it may even be multiple changes within a generation. So the movement in technology is so fast, and the demand of the consumer to want information and want things the way they have their iPhone as their entire life for everything, and
right.
Understanding that in the electrical world is a big challenge for the utilities. And as we supply technology and engineering services to utilities, our ability to keep up with that demand, bring in new people, new engineering, new processes, new systems is a major challenge. So our goal is to provide the best solutions possible. But it takes a workforce, a changing workforce, a different diversity and different groups that are really challenging us as well.
So in terms of this changing relationship, what sort of things can utilities implement today or a year from now to be able to really make a big impact?
Yeah, so there's so many different things in this. I mean, the word digital comes out of everybody, so we've done a lot of marketing around digital, but the information, the overwhelming load of information, what do we do with it? But I think changing the paradigm from maybe the way we do maintenance, the way we plan assets, the way we plan systems, bringing this information into the world where we can do more with it than we ever have is one of the things. And then sustainability, the technologies associated with sustainability. I think ABB is probably the largest company in the world committed to sustainability in the energy business. Energy efficiency, our motors, our drives are cleaning up so much energy around the world. The asset technology we do. Utilities would like to really have defined life assets. If we could just not maintenance anything, you buy it for 20 years, 30 years, whatever the number is, if we could plan that in our financial numbers and not have to do things. So how we get to where we know when things are working, when they're not working, we don't have to just send people out on scheduled intervals. All these types of things, where that's from sensors, information, communications, or analytics, or how this is done, we're in every aspect of this trying to find solutions that most benefit the utilities.
So you talked a little bit about planning, but I'm curious, our topic today is design for energy. Really around ETS17. So how does designing for energy, what does that really mean to you, and how does that fit in with planning and information and analytics and some of the evolving relationships that you've described?
Yeah, I mean, and again, that goes across a broad topic as well. So, are we planning for the future as a utility supplier of electricity? How do they do their generation portfolio mixes? I mean, we develop tools and software and planning optimization tools to let's look 10 years ahead, 20 years. Do we want nuclear in our portfolio? Do we want hydro in our portfolio? Do we want wind in our portfolio? How do we do this and optimize our returns on an investment? How do we know that's going to be right? It's about impossible. With gas prices as low as they are, with the demands of renewables being put into a portfolio, how does the utility manage their expectations and their future as an energy provider? So, working on softwares and tools to help them with planning is a good thing. And then products, that help them meet these things. So shorter life cycles on everything we do with products. We want them to last longer, but being innovative and developing new products every year. The challenges, the standards, the demands change every year, and we go through rigorous amounts of effort to keep up with this industry.
So how do you balance the short-term and long-term goals of a utility then, if you have this changing cycle that's really driving quickly? How do we balance the long-term and short-term?
That is a difficult challenge. If I had that crystal ball, we'd make way more money than we're making now, and so would the utilities. So it is a challenge. I mean, we've got legacy systems, we've got day-to-day operations going on, and then we're trying to plan for the future of what's going on. So it is a tricky model, and whether it's how we help them or how they help themselves, I would love to have a better answer than that, but that's a tough one.
So talk to me a little bit about what's on the horizon for ABB. Where are things going with some of the solutions that you're working on?
Yeah. So again, I think we've been a leader in transmission equipment around the world. Seeing the digital substations of the future, where we've now got optical sensors and things like that to bring information in. We can share this between devices in better ways. We're using more IP transmission of information for protection and control than we ever had. But there's always concerns about IP traffic and security and issues, but we're working very diligently to make sure that these things are in place. With the information we've got, it's more accurate. We think it'll do more work. Where we used to have to tie one asset to one system, now we can tie one asset to many systems and provide that information across the network in a more robust manner than we ever have before.
So I just got one last question for you today. What do you think about ETS? What are you hoping to glean? What's came out of it so far? What are you looking to get out of it?
Well, I think it's always important to see the vision that other people have and other people's ideas. We kind of get caught in our own design worlds, our own thought worlds. Just intake on what the utilities are thinking, what the competitors are thinking, and the industry's thinking, and even anybody's thinking about where we should go, their concerns, their problems, their issues, and how that we can help impact these things.
Thanks. Howard Self, ABB. Thanks, Howard.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Sure.